beautiful Geminis, welcome to your reading for the month of July. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, guys, welcome back. It's so great to see all of you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for the likes, support, comments, shares, subscriptions, all that fun stuff. And I appreciate you always sharing how they relate to your situations. It helps me understand what the messages really mean. So I'm really excited to share this with you. I have a new deck that I'm adding. It's the Guardian Angel deck. This is by Debbie Malone. It was so beautiful. I saw it in a reading myself, so I figured I had to get them and we'll share them, see what the messages are for you for the month of July. There is all sorts of fun stuff. Oh, I like it. I don't know why I never take these, but I took that, so ooh, what is going on, my darlings? You guys have some big things coming in towards you. So I'm going to use the book just to read the quick affirmations that come with these. So they do have angel numbers as well, which could be significant. There is far more to read to these, but I'm just doing the affirmation, don't worry. So Angel of Wisdom is your first one. I feel like you guys are very, very intelligent already as it is. You're ruled by Mercury, so there's a lot of stuff in your communication and your knowledge base in terms of your intellect that you are keeping. You could be spending a lot of time in nature here as well. Very beautiful energy, but it says, you are a wise soul who have traveled many journeys gathering your life knowledge. The affirmation is, I have a wealth of hidden knowledge and wisdom within me. I have all that I need to make the right decisions in my life. My angel of wisdom guides me. So for many of you, this is asking you to spend that time in nature, possibly reading books. You could find yourself drawn to certain things as well. Number 36 as well too. So for some of you that could be significant, but you're finding yourself drawn to history or drawn to art or drawn to something specific. And that has to do with possibly your past life. That could have been some stuff that's, you know, hidden knowledge in your subconscious there. Next one is number 9, the Angel of Determination. So look at you stepping off into the unknown, seeing what's out there, and of course going on to this new adventure. Quickly, number 9 here, you have the determination you need to achieve your goals, which is perfect because it's in the wisdom. You have the wisdom and you have the determination. So that means that whatever you want, you believe you can achieve. Here we go. The affirmation is, I have the strength and determination I need within me to achieve my hopes, dreams, and goals. So that goes hand in hand with this other one as well. So spending that time in nature, spending that time in the city, however this applies to your circumstance, but it's also asking you to gather knowledge, gather things. Like if you're being guided to do certain things, do it. Go ahead, explore, see that, and just use your determination. It's just going to motivate you, which makes sense. You could have some fire in your chart too, but because we just entered Mars into Aries, that's kind of really motivating a lot of people and pushing us into this like action mode where you're starting to do things, okay? And that could come after a period of time of not much action, right? We've been in a very, I guess that means in all ways, but we've all been in circumstances that are keeping us inside. And, you know, maybe some of you want to spend that time in the outdoors. Maybe this is like letting you know, just go ahead and take the steps you're guided to take is what came through. All right, romance angels are saying finances and career. So for some of you, you're really determined and focusing on your career right now, possibly even gaining wisdom or knowledge or schooling even, however this applies to your situation. But it says finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Many of you could just be really focused on your business or vice versa. They're working on getting their pentacles in order to move towards you, but it is true love. So even though this person is working all the time and maybe that's a little difficult for you guys to see each other, it's asking you to stay determined, stay on the path, stay focused, nurture, and feed your mind, put good things in your head. Don't sit there dwelling, wondering what they're doing. They're working, okay? For some of you, that's all you needed to hear. For others of you, this is a true love connection. This person could be someone in the military, army, someone in uniform, thank you for all our first responders. So much respect, love, and light. Always bless. I pray for all of you all over the world. All of us, right? We're all sending this energy to each other. Some of us are more affected than others, and we should be grateful and blessed that we aren't in circumstances that other people are finding themselves. But this true love of actually just genuinely being able to radiate that to strangers And actually just having that light within yourself is what's attracting that to you, right? So if you're able to have this unconditional love for others, that's what's going to bring this towards you. But this is the romance of a lifetime. I feel like for many of you, you've been waiting for this. You've been working towards this, and you've stayed determined. You know, you've done the homework. You've done maybe the laws of attraction here. Your angels have always been watching you and kind of steering you guys possibly together. But we're calling in our soulmate. So it says your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. So like I don't know why I was feeling like, I feel like for some of you, you might be sending them long distance love wherever they are, but I feel like yeah, no, 100%. If you are in connection with someone, you know, for some of us, if you're with the person, then yes, you've called them in. This is great. This is awesome. You did the work. You brought in this person. You attracted them to you. For those of us that are still single, focus on pretending, you know, like act as if you're sharing dinner with them, as if they're there. Don't think I'm crazy. I just watched a law of attraction video that talked about this, and Bob Proctor teaches this stuff in attracting romance and attracting that loved one is, you know, pretend like you're greeting them coming home, not in a crazy way, but in like, oh, this is such a great dinner with my husband. This is such a great dinner with my wife. Even if it's just you and your broccoli, but you know what, at the end of the day, you're still bringing this towards you, and that's going to bring you that true love, because the universe is like, oh, well, is she confused because he's not there yet? And then all of a sudden they're like, well, let's help her out, and they bring it in, right? So I love that. So stay determined. You know, I feel like some of you got those like bad girl heels on and you're just stomping away, and gentlemen, you put on that nice jacket and you're just rocking it. So I feel like there's a lot of good energy, that attraction, right? The law of attraction, if you guys don't know much about it, check my personal development suggestions, because this is something that I've taught and preached for so long, also as a practitioner too, because we all do this, right? Personal growth is a huge thing. So the more work that you put on yourself and enjoying the present moment and just being in the now, no matter what the now is, sometimes we just have to accept the situation so we can move forward. But you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And this isn't just any romantic love. This is the love of a lifetime. This is your soulmate. You guys are determined to get that true connection, that true, real, actually reciprocated union, and you're attracting that towards you because you're giving it to yourself, okay? Some of you might be really focusing on work right now, and that could also be why this has taken a little longer, or you've had to because the finances right now, well, the Emperor at the bottom, I don't know what I was doing before this, but here we go. I'm just letting you know that divine masculine energy is coming through already, or of course, however this applies, but they're creeping your social media. Gemini, this could also be you checking on them too, but this is Gemini, Libra or Aquarius energy as well, keeping tabs, watching, you know, maybe not too much communication, but keeping an eye. I feel like someone's got their eye on you, whether you know it or not. And I think that at the same time, ooh, devil energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but this can also talk about, you know, maybe someone you blocked, maybe, you know, some of you are cutting out that negative energy or that karmic kind of connection that you might have had before. You're determined to go for what you want. If you weren't getting it before, that's fine, because we do have finances and career here very strong. Some of you might be blocking out love because you're so focused and just like workaholic mode, or focusing a lot on that, and you're kind of obsessing a bit too much too about that side of it. So you want to kind of, you know, someone could be of course doing this, or you're just overthinking and causing this burden in terms of that energy, right? We're kind of creating our own blockages sometimes. But let's see what's coming in towards us. Oh my god, I just saw so many good cards. All of you. Okay, let's take it. High Priestess, listening to your intuition, listening to your guidance here. This is also Pisces energy. You could be really realizing, you know, like, okay, I need to cut out the things that aren't helping me, cut out the things that are preventing my growth, because that process of those cycles that you're learning, you're releasing the devil, you're releasing the temptation, you're letting go of all that stuff that isn't serving you. You're literally turning your back and just like, ta-da, you know, spending this moment and just like elevating your beautiful self and flying your fine ass out of here. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that on here, but anyway, so choosing a new direction with this energy. Once, this is about choosing a new path, choosing a new way. For some of you too, especially in your career, you've been so determined to forge a new direction, especially if it's to do with your finances for some of you, but a passionate connection or something that's coming in that's kind of putting you at this fork in the road where you're kind of like, I don't want to keep getting the same results. So if I want to change the results, I need to change the plan of action, and I'm going to choose a new direction. I'm going to change my compass and go forward this way. So So I feel like some of you are really being guided to go in that direction, to take this new path, to try this new thing. And I feel like because you're making those changes, you could be meeting your person at work. You could be meeting this person and having some kind of career kind of part that works together, but you're very determined, you're a very strong mindset in terms of like career and entrepreneur maybe, or just someone who's got that boss attitude, that boss babe, that boss sir, whatever it is. But you know, you kind of feel trapped sometimes, and that's that typical kind of overthinking with the Mercury ruling right now too. Mercury's in retrograde, so it kind of like flips us upside down. I'm also Mercury ruled, so this causes a lot of confusion, a lot of miscommunication, a lot of stuff. So you could be getting trapped in your head and overthinking, anxiety, stress, worrying, you know, not really seeing things in the right light, okay? So we don't want to confuse. Maybe some of you aren't seeing the toxic stuff in your environment, or maybe you're not ready to walk away from them. That came out fast. Big tower moment. Something could kind of happen that's going to force you onto a new direction. This may have already happened, or some of you are kind of realizing that if I continue this way, things aren't going to change. So you need to see it from a new perspective, right? Change your point of view. Take this little delay, this little time out. I feel like that's kind of what it is, because some of you haven't made that choice. You haven't chosen which way you want to go. Do I want to stay with the old, or do I deserve better, or what is it that you're doing? Because if you're in a situation that maybe the person's working too much and they're not being there, but you want someone who supports you in the ways that support your needs, then you're going to need to choose that new path. Tower moment, Scorpio, Pisces again for the Hangman energy. A lot of Pisces in this energy too, but that could just have to do with you know, that equalness, because the true love, I'm seeing like yin and yang, right? Like someone who completes you, not because you can't complete yourself, which you always should, but someone who complements your energy, right? Like that kind of completion, right? The person you've been calling in, the one that you've been wanting. So let's see how this person feels about you. That's just kind of, you know, kind of a random one, but I feel like some of you are kind of going through a lot. I saw one was flipped here. I'm not going to take her because I think I might have missed her earlier, but we do have the Queen of Wands. I'm just going to talk about her quick. If she comes out, we keep her. But this is about, you know, you getting back, right? Oh yeah, that's why she's here. The attraction. That you know, focusing, growing, doing your work, this makes you so attractive. You're charismatic, you're fun, you're energetic, you have this passion for life, you're vivacious. You know, this really attracts that kind of people towards you that match your energy. Could be fire too, dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, but someone has their eye on you, right? They're watching you because they think you're hot, they think you're sexy. They really do see this, but they also see you as having a very passionate business mind. You know, like you have a lot of business stuff here. So I'm really sensing, yeah, okay, we put her down. Let's keep her. So I feel like for some of you, that's why this person is running in towards you with this offer. So we have the Knight of Cups coming in, you know, probably to make this kind of offer. Could be an apology coming back from someone too. But this is that like flirting, that communication, but a little bit of action, but not too much. But they're coming towards you and you still have this Queen energy, or that's them. Could be however this applies to your situation. You know, there's an emotional communication and there's a passionate attraction, right? Because obviously, you know, it could be the physical side that's attracting them. And again, with the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, it could be someone you're working with, or what you do makes you attractive. I don't know how that applies, but who knows? So now we have, who's coming out here? Under the True Love. Oh, there's a couple. I didn't see this. Okay. Page of Cups again. That communication, that intention, but it's not a big thing. For some of you, it really is a apology. It could be something that's going to be opening up, an expression, right? They're expressing something, because the Four of Pentacles came out upside down under the True Love. So this is someone holding back and not opening, and this could be someone opening up, right? Now they're expressing this, they're open to this, this is activated, this is happening, this connection is mutual, especially if you're both awakened to this, right? You've attracted this in, so this person's like, so they're kind of like slowly but surely taking those baby steps to express it. I don't know why that came out like that, I'm sorry. Judgment, no judgment, right? We're having fun here. So this is about making that decision. Could be Libra energy too, you know, Scorpio energy can be in with this too, because it could be about a revival. You know, some of you could be reviving something, especially if it's with a past energy. For those of you who are already with your soulmate and you're wanting to like kind of clarify things, but they're working so much because of the current circumstance, I feel like you're maybe having this understanding and this apology side. So you're kind of continuing to do things, and then you're going to open up and not hold back about how you're feeling. For others of you, this is also just here to do some heart chakra healing, to do some clearing and getting back into alignment with yourself, right? That's that whole thing about this attraction thing. If you're holding back, you're actually holding resistance, and you're holding that energy that prevents it from coming in. And I feel like that's something we don't want to do. I put them backwards. Okay, what else? Emperor, didn't we start with him at the bottom of the deck? Guys, I'm telling you, this person, they're not gonna hold back. This could be Aries energy, or just have to do with like the action side, right? Because Aries deals with action, and the Mars is also ruled by, or Aries is ruled by Mars. So right now I feel like someone could be walking away from a situation. I'm not taking all those, but I'm just taking the ones that I saw, because someone could be leaving a situation and they're trying to come towards you, or of course someone is trying to come towards you emotionally available, because that's also huge too, right? When they're kind of expressing this, they're not going to come and carry all that other stuff with them. That could be the emotional disappointments before you or after you, or even in this connection. I feel like for some of you, if you're having this judgment call, then you're ready to move forward as adults, as, you know, genuinely understanding each other, and having that going from like this boy page energy into this emperor energy, right? The ruler of kings, the true, with this, you know, this helmet. You know, I feel like, you know, he's just ready to just, I told you, I felt that divine masculine energy. This could be you. If you're the masculine and you're the one who's wanting to express it, then you're making sure that when you move towards them, you're gonna be able to open up, and you're not gonna, you know, bring all that emotional damage or baggage from before, because you realize that this is something that you've never dealt with, or that's how they feel or you feel towards them, because it's fated, it's destined, it's something that's meant to come towards you. It's something that the Chariot is here rushing in. You know, this is going to move quickly. I feel like once that expression is made, or once that communication has happened between the two of you, all of a sudden it's like boom, it comes in, and then, you know, you're having that quick, okay, she's not done yet. Again, what am I not saying about you? Cancer energy could be having to do with this, right? Because leaving the emotional baggage, having the Cancer season right now with the full moon that we just had, was about releasing all that emotional stuff. So accepting the good, accepting the bad, accepting this moment fully, right? In order to move forward, you need to accept this moment fully in order to be able to bring in this person, if you don't already have them in your environment, of course, right? So that is coming out. Ending that karma, ending that toxic energy. This can also talk about, because we did have the attraction card, they could be very, very extremely sexually attracted to you and having some very mighty fine naughty thoughts. I got some good vibes on that one. Enjoy that, ladies or gentlemen. Of course, everybody is going to enjoy that one. Feel that good vibration. Not appropriate. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else is coming in towards you guys. Oh my God, definitely work after heartbreak. I feel like some of you could have had your heart broken, so you really dove in. You really dove into your work, okay? You're focusing on that. Wrong one. Here. So after the heartbreak, of course, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, you're kind of really focusing on things, doing that inner work, right? Really sitting down on the drawing board and putting it into an actual way of an idea that you're able to materialize and manifest this person. Why? Because you know what you don't want. You know those things that hurt you. I thought that's what I wanted, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. It was a bit disappointing. So now I'm more determined. So you sit down and you paint this picture. You don't put a face to the details. You just put out the details of you want. Someone honest, someone real, someone loyal, someone genuine, someone who reciprocates, someone who compliments me. And then you put out all those affirmations because you deserve it, and you have all these different ideas of what that solid commitment relationship idea is. Sorry, I totally went into like law of attraction is really coming out for you guys. So I feel like you really need to refocus if there's an imbalance or something too, because I don't want you to overthink about it. Just like sit down and actually like put that energy out there, right, in a positive way, so that you can pull them towards you. Because I feel like some of you are feeling defeated. Some of you might be getting stuck with that, like I'm about to give up. But you need to take this moment of a break, really refocus the plan, come out with a good thing. Could be with the situation with work too. Some of you could be in a very difficult situation with that too. Could be a little bit of loss or heartbreak with the job, or with the struggle, like you're struggling even with your health. So be very careful of your health as well. But this talks about really focusing on taking maybe a time out to recover. So while you're recovering, use that time wisely to come up with a good plan, okay? Because I feel like you really want to make sure that you bring in the right stuff this time. Or even doing something fun, because when the attraction talks, like you could be an artist, you could be a writer, you could be a lot of different things. So I feel like don't hold back, don't block yourself, don't close off. This can actually be something that, you know, when you're sitting there with that determination, you could be bringing in something good. Oh my God, are you ever? With the friggin' 2 of Cups falling out on my hand as I'm saying that. All right, so we have the 10 of Wands came out first, which talks about laying down those burdens. You're gonna get up one more time, carry it for as long as you need to carry it until you're ready to lay it to rest, until you're ready to let go of that heartbreak. I feel like some of you are really carrying that pain, a lot of pain. Whew, I don't like that vibe. Let's shake that off. Okay. Some of you have been carrying this heartbreak for way too long, and because you've been holding on to this is what is creating that space. So I feel like really use the knowledge, because what you're focusing on grows. You need to learn the wisdom, right? You don't have to make it so difficult on yourself. I feel like there is no judgment. Again, we learn this way, right? That's the only way we learn, because you go through that situation enough times that, you know, you don't need to keep carrying that. When we're talking about the emotional burden, this is now the physical burden, where you're actually having like broken heart, you know, like really suffering from that, really struggling with this. So lay that down. Why? Because as we always say, and if you've been with me, you know this, so I'm proud of you guys because you're doing this, and I'm very proud of you, because you are definitely calling in that soulmate, someone who sees the same thing, someone who thinks the same way, someone who truly feels about you the same way you feel about them. They think the same way, they understand you. There's a mutual, not just physically as well, but there's a huge attraction here, and that is just because, you know, you guys really are a complementing match for one another, right? The divine energy. I keep doing that, that's so funny. Okay, 2 of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but definitely speaking of a very powerful union coming together, okay? Very strong connection. You've been waiting for this for a while, patiently might I add, but you've been working on your empire, which is exactly what this is. The King of Pentacles, someone who sits in their security and their stability, knows who they are, knows their value, and someone could be viewing you this way. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, but someone sees you and they're just like, oh my God, look at her, you know? Oh my God, look at that butt, you know? I feel like they're just thinking about you. They could be communicating with you too telepathically. You guys could be connected on the other realm as well. But there is just such a stable, secure, honest, like just a beautiful connection between the two of you that truly transcends the third dimension. I feel like you guys are definitely communicating even telepathically or sending energy between each other, because this is true love, right? You know, in order for them to receive that message, they need to, but then a king, you know, he's also a very respectable military person here with that helmet, you know, that's always like the higher ends. So there's someone who's very well established, very well achieved, very powerful, and this means you are too, because you're attracting that towards you. You want that stability, you want that security, you want that maturity too, to be able to have this true love. And true love is when someone truly accepts who they are, and then they're able to be in oneness with themselves because they love themselves enough and they're full of love to be able to meet someone else who has the same thing, and then they're able to share and grow, right? You know, co-create now moving forward, which is beautiful because earth energy always grows. I love it, guys. Oh my God, I feel like there's such a beautiful reading. I can't even say anything else to this, because at the bottom we have the 6 of Wands with that victory coming out on top. Of course, you're the only one they see, so don't get it confused. I feel like some of you are wondering, like, well, you know, where are they? What's happening? Why is it taking so long? We had a lot of 10s, right? So just let it go, right? Get out of here. Take those blindfolds off, enjoy the moment, sniff the roses, spend this time in this beautiful energy, because it's coming. You've done this work. The true love is coming on its way. I love it. I'm so happy for you guys. Love and light always. Don't forget to comment. Let me know how this relates to your situation. And of course, subscribe, share. See you guys soon. And of course, always, God bless you all. Check out all the other videos to see any of the other options. Check the titles. Don't focus on the dates. Energy is fluid. So whichever one resonates with you, and check your other signs in your chart, because of course your sun sign only has to do with certain parts of your aspects, but they don't have to do with all the others. So of course, see you guys soon. Love and light always. God bless you all. See you. Bye.